right, hello there, extreme close-up. It is now time for another one of Mr. Hunt's classic pencil and paper games videos. So this time I'm going to teach you something that I just generally call blank battle. And the possibilities are really endless. Often when I've taught this to kids, I've taught them the version called water balloon battle. And that's where you essentially decide that the characters in your game are having a water fight where they're going to throw water balloons at each other. So first thing is you'll need to fold the paper in half. This is a two-player game where each player has one side of the board. And you're going to draw characters depending on the game you're playing. In this case, it's people having a water balloon battle. So I'm just going to draw little stick people. You can make them better or fancier, or you can just go with the rudimentary fastest to make. Now, each side, the players choose how many characters they're going to have. So let's say we've decided together today that the red and the black team are each going to make 5 characters somewhere on their side. Sometimes it's kind of handy to do a little divider down the middle as well, just to make it really clear and obvious. Anyway, here's one that's prepped and ready to go. You'll notice it's pretty vital that the characters on this side are the same size as the characters on the other side. You want them to be equal. You can't have one team suddenly having a miniature person because that will become unfair as time goes on. So essentially, you decide which team is going to go first. You can do that with a coin toss, a handy-dandy rock, paper, scissors, oldest or youngest, or whatever you decide is the deciding factor in who goes first. So let's imagine in this case, red is going first, and red's going to use this player, or they could use this player, or maybe this player. And what they're going to do is pretend they're launching a water balloon at the players on the other side. So red is going to use this player. Now, you get your pen or pencil or marker, or whatever you're using, on the hand of the character. At that point, you must close your eyes and look away. So your eyes have to be closed, and you have to be looking away from the game, and then you launch your water balloon at the other side. Now, in this case, it missed. So, sploosh, broke open beside that player. That player is still in the game. If you hit the player is out of the game. Even if you just barely touch it. Now it would be the other player's turn. Now, I'm playing this on an old desktop that we use for various art projects and so on. It's a little scuffed and a little beaten up, has glue stuck to it. You would not want to do this on an heirloom table that's important to your family. Do not ruin your parents' favorite tables playing this game, because sometimes when you launch, you go right off the paper and you make a big long pencil marker, etc. mark across the table. You do not want to do that and upset anybody. So make sure you're using a surface that is okay if you overrun a bit. Now, back to the game. Let's imagine it's black's turn, and black goes here, gets ready, water balloon in hand. Sometimes it's fun to draw the water balloon, and the water balloon is in hand, and closing the eyes, looking away from the game while launching in this general direction, and missed. And then red, this player is going to go again, and it doesn't matter. You could decide the same player goes every time, or you could decide that you must use a different player every time. Up to you. Looking away, eyes closed, launch. Missed. And then black is going to shoot here. And red. It's turn. Oh, close. Black says, "Oh yeah, you think you can throw at me? Well, I'm going to launch at one of your players." Oh, and look, that player, whoosh, barely got hit. But it counts. That player's out of the game. Sploosh! And now, red only has 4 players, and black still has 5. And because black hit a player, sometimes people like to play that you get a bonus shot if you hit a player. Some people like to say, no, you hit a player, that's good enough, it's red's turn. In this case, I think black gets to go again. Bonus turn, looking away, eyes closed, never cheating. Gonna go for the close player. Hopefully I can get it. Woohoo! So under this version, that means black gets to go again because I decided to play with bonus shots for splashing another player with your water balloon. So looking away, eyes closed. You'll notice sometimes I'm holding the edge of the paper. Sometimes it's good to do that so that the paper doesn't slide when you're trying to fire. Anyway, eyes closed, looking away. Oh, black is having a phenomenal run. And you see how it goes. At this point, red has only 2 remaining players. Black still has all of their players, and you just keep going until someone has won. I hope you enjoy this amazing game. Like I said at the beginning, there are a million possible variations, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. You decide who's battling, you decide how elaborate the characters are going to be, you decide on the size and how many characters each player is going to have, and then you battle it out. Enjoy! Oh, P.S. If you create a battle, can you send me a picture, either before or after, or both? I would love to see the variations that people come up with. Or feel free to make water balloon battle. Enjoy! Woohoo!